Hey, this is Brandon with RPG Overviews. I've got a Pay What You Want supplement to take a look at on this RPG Freebies video. So it's Mechfinder, Universe of Mech and Magic. This is a Pathfinder 2nd Edition teaser demo, and I'll have a link down in the description, of course. So you've got our table of contents. It's not very long. It is Pay What You Want, so it's going to explain a couple things here, a little bit of some fiction, and then telling you a little bit about a safety mode where if you're in a mech, you can kind of escape, use your escape pod when you leave an encounter. You're at like 1 hit point, and so not to die, kind of like the old G.I. Joe action where they always parachuted out of their plane. So it's going to break down how to play with these mechs with some mech rules. What is a mech? Of course, most of us, I think, know what it is. So there are some safety protocols, it says. When developing mechs, a magical subroutine was installed that limits the danger and destruction of mechs. It is an extremely difficult process to break this magical protection. Mechs follow the following rules. They can't do any harm to civilization, such as destroying a building with people in it or casting a spell that deals damage to harm civilians. In the case of a bystander, fail-safe shield will automatically be deployed to protect the bystander from collateral damage. That's pretty helpful. And so I guess they know everybody that needs to be helped. Mechs will fail to damage anything other than threats on uninhabited terrain. So then there's this whole section here about synchronization with the pilot undergoes with their mech. And so it says inside the cockpit of a mech is a featureless room except for an omnidirectional treadmill. So if you enjoy movies that kind of like this and other science fiction, I think you'll be right at home with this, obviously synchronizing up with your mech. And it's going to tell you about mechs of all kinds. There's a little bit more fiction here, telling you about a frame, and that is, of course, a class of mech that specializes in particular methods of combat and exploration. There can be subtypes and variants of them, obviously. For instance, a barbarian frame have a source of power, an instinct that fuels their ability to overclock the mech's abilities, while wizard mechs are specialized for a specific school of magic. So this could be very neat to intertwine these two, Pathfinder 2nd Edition and mechs. So then you've got the classes of Mechfinder. So you've got Alchemist, Barbarian, Bard, Champion, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, and Wizard. So it's going to break down all the different types of frames that you'll have. The art's decent. Doesn't look too bad. I'm currently playing Battletech, and so I'm definitely in a mech mindset. So here's Chapter 2, Species of the Galaxy. What type of pilots you can be. Aberrations, animals and beasts, celestials, as well, I guess, stuff that you can fight. Constructs, elementals, fae, fiends, spirits, and undead. So may not be exactly the pilots, but maybe you could be. I don't know. It'd be cool to be a celestial pilot. That'd be neat. And then here's a little bit of more information on the universe of Mechfinder, and then some of their other titles that they have, as well as their art. So there it is. If you'd like to mix your mechs with your fantasy, I'm not sure if this is coming out in a book. I know there's a 5th edition version of it, but there's Mechfinder, Universe of Mech and Magic. Check it out. It's Pay What You Want. So if you do pick it up and you like it, always send them a little bit of money, like always. But hopefully it's going to be a full-fledged book. And if you like mechs and fantasy, this might be right up your alley. Thanks.